Bringa. Tava kara kamal varena kam adbhuta singa talitai ranyakashipu tanu bringa kishamadrita narari rupa jai jagadish hare jai jagadish hare jai jagadish hare Tava kara kamal varena kam adbhuta singa talitai ranyakashipu tanu bringa kishamadrita narari rupa jai jagadish hare jaya jagadish hare jai jagadish hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Jai Lakshmi Narasimha Lakshmi Narasimha Jai Lakshmi Narasimha Jaya Prahlad Narasimha Jaya Prahlad Narasimha Jaya Prahlad Narasimha Jaya Narahari Nara Hari. Jai Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Jai Prahlad Maharaj. Jai Jai Prabhupada, 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 Jai Jai Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Nitai Gaura Haribol, 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 Nitai Gaura Haribol. Nitai Gaura Haribol, 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 Nitai Gaura Haribol. Nitai Gaura Premanande. श्री जी लक्ष्मी नरसिंह देव भगवान की जय राधा पार्थसारथी, राधा पार्थसारथी राधे। जय ललिता विशाखा, जय ललिता विशाखा, ललिता विशाखा, जय ललिता विशाखा। जय सीताराम, जय सीताराम, सीताराम लक्ष्मण हनुमान। जय गौरनिताय, जय गौरनिताय, गौरनिताय, जय गौरनिताय। जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह, जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह, लक्ष्मी नरसिंह, जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह। जय प्रहलाद महाराज, जय प्रहलाद महाराज, प्रहलाद महाराज, जय प्रहलाद महाराज। जय प्रभुपद, जय प्रभुपद, प्रभुपद, शिल प्रभुपद। जय प्रभुपद, जय प्रभुपद, प्रभुपद, शिल प्रभुपद। नमः ॐ विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमद् भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी इति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद क्षीरद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद।
जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद क्षीरद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे हरे। जय प्रभुपद जय प्रभुपद प्रभुपद शिल प्रभुपद जय प्रभुपद प्रभुपद शिल प्रभुपद जय गुरुदेव जय गुरुदेव गुरुदेव जय गुरुदेव श्री गुरु चरण पद्म केवल भक्ति सदना श्री गुरु चरण पद्म केवल भक्ति सद्मा वंदमु सावधान मते वंदमु सावधान मते याहार प्रसाद भाई ए भव तरिया याहार प्रसाद भाई ए भवतरिया कृष्ण प्राप्ति है यहाँ है ते कृष्ण प्राप्ति है यहाँ है ते गुरुमुख पद्म वाक्य चित्ते करिया एत्य गुरुमुख पद्म वाक्य चिते तो करिया क्या आर ना करे मने आशा आर न करे हमने आशा श्री गुरु चरणे रति ऐसे उत्तम गति। श्री गुरु चरण रति ऐसे उत्तम गति। ये प्रसाद पूरे सर्व आशा। ये प्रसाद पूरे सर्व आशा। चक्षुदान दिल जय जन्म जन्म प्रभु से। चक्षुदान दिल जय जन्म जन्म प्रभु से। दिव्य ज्ञान हृदय प्रकाशिता। दिव्य ज्ञान हृदय प्रकाशिता। प्रेम भक्ति यहाँ है ते अविद्या विनाशयते। प्रेम भक्ति यहाँ है ते अविद्या विनाशयते। वेद यहाँ रचरेता। वेद यहाँ रचरेता। श्री गुरु करुणा सिंधु अधम जनार बंधु। लोकनाथ लोके रजवाना। हा प्रभु करो दया देह मोर पद छाया। हा प्रभु करो दया देह मोर पद छाया। ए दयाद घोषित त्रिभुवाना। ए दयाद घोषित त्रिभुवाना। जय प्रभुपद जय प्रभुपद प्रभुपद शिल प्रभुपद। जय प्रभुपद जय प्रभुपद प्रभुपद शिल प्रभुपद। शिल प्रभुपाद गुरु पूजा की। नमः ओम विष्णुपदाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी इति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादे पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य नित्यानंद श्रीअद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्रीअद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। जय राधा पार्थ सार्थ राधा पार्थ सार्थ राधे जय सीताराम सीताराम लक्ष्मण हनुमान। जय गौरनिताय जय गौरनिताय गौरनिताय जय गौरनिताय। जय प्रभुपद प्रभुपद शिल प्रभुपद। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु दया करो मोरे तुम बिना के दयालु जगत संसारे। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु दया करो मोरे तुम बिना के दयालु जगत संसारे। पतित पावन हेतु तब अवतार मसम पतित प्रभु न पाइबे आरा। पतित पावन पतित पावन हेतु तब अवतार मसम पतित प्रभु न पाइबे आरा। हाँ प्रभु नित्यानंद प्रेमानंद सुखी कृपा बलोकना करो आमी बड़ो दुखी। हाँ प्रभु हाँ प्रभु नित्यानंद प्रेमानंद सुखी कृपा बलोकना करो आमी बड़ो दुखी। हाँ प्रभु दया करो सीतापति अद्वैत गोसाई तब कृपा बलि पाई चैतन्य निताई। दया करो दया करो सीतापति अद्वैत गोसाई तब कृपा बलि पाई चैतन्य निताई। दया करो सीतापति हाँ स्वरूप सनातन रूप रघुनाथ भट जुग श्री जीवा प्रभु लोकनाथ। स्वरूप दया करो श्रीआचार्य प्रभु श्रीनिवास रामचंद्र संग मांगो नरोत्तम दास। दया करो श्रीआचार्य प्रभु दया करो आचार्य प्रभु श्रीनिवास रामचंद्र संग मांगे नरोत्तम दास। दया करो आचार्य
जय राधे जय कृष्ण जय वृंदावन श्री गोविंद गोपीनाथ मदन मोहन जय श्री गोविंद गोपीनाथ जय राधे जय कृष्ण जय वृंदावन श्री गोविंद गोपीनाथ मदन मोहन जय राधे श्री गोविंद गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन कालिंदी यमुना जय जय महावान श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन कालिंदी यमुना जय जय महावान श्याम कुंड केशी घाट वंशीरता द्वादश काला जहाँ सब लीला कैलो श्री नंद नंदना केशी घाट नंद यशोदा जय जय गोपगण श्री दामादि जय जय वेणु बस गाना श्री नंद यशोदा जय हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Jaya Radha Parsati Lalita Vishakha, Radha Parsati Lalita Vishakha. Jaya Gauranitai, 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 Jai Gauranitai. Jayo Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman, Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman. Jayo Lakshmi Narasingha, Jai Prahlad Maharaj, Lakshmi Narasingha, Jai Prahlad Maharaj. Jayo Jai Prabhupada, 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 Jai Jai Prabhupada. Jayo Jai Prabhupada, 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 Jai Jai Prabhupada. Netai Go Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Bol Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Netai Go Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Bol Hari Bol. Gopimanandi. Jai Vishnupat Paramahansa Pichurnavind Bhakti Vedanta Swami Shri Prabhupada ki. Nitya Lila Vishnu Vishnupad Ashtasha Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Shri Prabhupada ki. Shri Rupa Sanatana Bhattacharya Ji Gopal Vardas Gunashad Goswami Mind ki. नामाचार्य शिला हरिदास ठाकुर की अनंत कोटि वैष्णव भक्त विंद की प्रेम से कहो जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवसदि गौर भक्त विंद की श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरिराज गोवर्धन की गंगा माई यमुना माई की केशी घाट वंशी घाट महावन की वृंदावन धाम की नवदीप मायापुर धाम की जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की अयोध्यापुरी धाम की श्री श्री राधा पार्थ सारथी ललिता विशाखा गौर निताई सीताराम लक्ष्मण हनुमान की श्री श्री लक्ष्मी नरसिंह देव प्रहलाद महाराज की श्री श्री तिरुपति बालाजी भगवान की वृंद देवी तुलसी महारानी की शिला प्रभुपाद ट्रांसलेटर बुक डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन की निताई गोपिमानंदे ऑल ग्लोरीज टू समबडी बॉडीज ऑल ग्लोरीज टू समबडी बॉडीज ऑल ग्लोरीज टू समबडी बॉडीज ऑल ग्लोरीज टू गुरु एंड श्री गौरांगा.
सब लोग गुरु वंदना पढ़ेंगे. हमारे गुरुदेव के चरण कमल ही एकमात्र साधन है जिनके द्वारा हम शुद्ध भक्ति प्राप्त कर सकते हैं. मैं उनके चरण कमलों में अत्यंत भक्ति एवं श्रद्धा पूर्वक नतमस्तक होता हूँ. उनकी कृपा से जीव भौतिक क्लेशों के महासागर को पार कर सकता है तथा कृष्ण की कृपा प्राप्त कर सकता है. मेरी एकमात्र इच्छा है कि उनके मुख कमल से निकले हुए शब्दों द्वारा अपनी चेतना को शुद्ध करूं। उनके चरण कमलों में अनुराग ऐसी सिद्धि है जो समस्त मनोरथों को पूर्ण करती है। वे मेरी बंद आंखों को खोलते हैं तथा मेरे हृदय में दिव्य ज्ञान भरते हैं। जन्म जन्मांतरों में वे मेरे प्रभु हैं। वे प्रेमा भक्ति प्रदान करते हैं और अविद्या का नाश करते हैं। वैदिक शास्त्र उनके चरित्र का गान करते हैं। हे गुरुदेव, हे प्रभुपाद, करुणा सिंधु तथा पतितात्माओं के मित्र, आप सबके गुरु एवं सभी लोगों के जीवन हैं। हे गुरुदेव, हे प्रभुपाद, मुझ पर दया कीजिए तथा मुझे अपने श्री चरणों की छाया प्रदान कीजिए। आपका यश तीनों लोकों में फैला हुआ है। जगत गुरु श्रीला प्रभुपाद की, गुरुदेव की।
जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी। जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी। गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी। गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी। यशोदनंदन भज जनरंजन। यशोदनंदन भज जनरंजन। यमुना तीर वनचारी। यमुना तीर वनचारी। जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी। जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी। जय गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी। गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी। यशोदनंदन भज जनरंजन। Yashodanandana Vraja Janarandana Yamunatira Vanachari Yamunatira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivas Hari Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Nitai Gaura Haribo, Haribo, Gaura Haribo. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Vishnupada Paramahansa Paribhājakācārya Aṣṭottara Śrimād A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Śrīla Prabhupada ki Jai Nitalila Vishnu Vishnupada Aṣṭottara Śrimād Śrīla Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Thakur Prabhupada ki Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki Namacharya Śrīla Haridas Thakur ki Sad Goswami ki Param Sikho Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhupada Shri Advaita Radha Shivasari Gaura Bhaktivinoda ki Shri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopinath Shyamakunda Radha Kunda Giri Govardhan ki Vrindavan Dham ki Mayapur Dham ki Gangamai ki Yamunamai ki Tulsi Devi ki Bhakti Devi ki Samaveta Bhaktivinoda ki Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki Brihat Midanga ki Jai Gaur Premanande. All glory to the Assembled devotees, all glory to the Assembled All glory to the Sama devotees. Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki. All glory to Shri Guru Shri Gaurang. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So reading today from the 6th chapter, 6th canto, 17th chapter, text number 37. Iti Bhagavato Devya Patishaptum Alantama Murnasa Jagrige Shapam Etavat Saru Lakshanam Iti Bhagavato Devya Patishaptum Alantama Murnasa Jagrihe Shaptam Etavat Saru Lakshanam Iti Bhagavato Devya Patishaptum Alantama Murnasa Jagrihe Shaptam Etavat Saru Lakshanam Bhagavato Devya Patishaptum Alantama Etavat Saru Lakshanam Iti Bhagavato Devya Patishaptum Alantama Murnasa Jagrihe Shaptam Etavat Saru Lakshanam Iti Bhagavato Deva Etavat Saru Lakshanam Iti Bhagavato Deva Saru Lakshanam Vaishnavi Iti Bhagavato Devya Alantama Murnasa Jagrihe Shaptam Etavat Saru Lakshanam Iti Bhagavato Devya Patishaptum Alantama Jagrihe Shaptam Etavat Saru Lakshanam Iti. Thus, Bhagavata, the most exalted devotee, Devya of Parvati, Patishaptum, to make a counter curse, Alantama, able in all respects, Murdna, with his head, Sa, he, Chitraketu, and Jagrihe, accepted, Shaptam, curse. Etavat, this much. Sadhu lakshanam, symptom of a devotee. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. The great devotee Chitraketu was so powerful that he was quite competent to curse Mother Parvati in retaliation. But instead of doing so, he very humbly accepted the curse and bowed his head before Lord Shiva and his wife. This is very much to be appreciated as the standard behavior of a Vaishnava. Everyone can please repeat. The great devotee Chitraketu was so powerful that he was quite competent to curse Mother Parvati in retaliation. But instead of doing so, he very humbly accepted the curse and bowed his head before Lord Shiva and his wife. This is very much to be appreciated as the standard behavior of a Vaishnava. Purport. Upon being informed by Lord Shiva, Mother Parvati could understand that she was wrong in cursing Chitraketu. King Chitraketu was so exalted in his character that in spite of being wrongly cursed by Parvati, he immediately descended from his airplane and bowed his head before the mother, accepting her curse. This has already been explained. Narayana parasarve na kutaschana bibyati. Chitraketu was very sportingly felt that since the mother wanted to curse him, he could accept this curse just to please her. This is called sadhu lakshanam, the characteristic of a sadhu or a devotee. As explained by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Trinadapi swanichena torodi api sahishnuna. A devotee should always be very humble and meek and should offer all respects to others, especially to superiors. Being protected by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, a devotee is always powerful, but a devotee does not wish to show his power unnecessarily. However, when a less intelligent person has some power, he wants to use it for sense gratification. This is not the behavior of a devotee. Om Ajnanatimidandasya Ranjana Shalakaya Chakshuru Militam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Vichaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupakadahmahyam Tadati Swa Padantikam Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pastyatyarishatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasari Gaura Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So throughout this chapter and the last 15-20 verses, it's been stated again and again that Chitraketu, out of humility, he did not want to counter the curse. We have distant instances of curse countering or not countering by Vaishnava behavior. But first, I wanted to speak about the point that was made here. Srila Prabhupada says in his first line of the purport, Parvati could understand she was wrong in cursing him. Lord Shiva began speaking several verses back, and in the very beginning of his speaking, after Chitraketu told Mother Parvati that, I gladly accept your curse. Why am I happy? It says here in the purport, he's happy because she was like a mother and she was a superior. So he's happy to receive the curse. So Lord Shiva, he began speaking, and the first thing he said, I'm trying to find that verse. A few verses back. Anyway, he said, when he began to speak, he said, here, Justavat Yasi Shushroni, in verse 27. My dear beautiful Parvati, but he's saying this a little sarcastically, although you are very beautiful, but Chitraketu's beauty is greater than yours, because he is decorated with Vaishnava qualities. His beauty, he could have cursed you, he could have cursed you, but he didn't do it. He's more powerful than you because he is totally surrendered to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Of course, Parvati is also surrendered. Chayeva Eva. No, she is like a shadow of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So, but Daivi Heshagunamai, she's also the divine energy of the Lord. But because she's working within the material creation, because she has the power, Srila Prabhupada mentioned this, she has the power to create and dissolve universes. Pretty powerful. And sometimes we think we're very powerful because we have some money or some position. We can control a few hundred people or a few thousand people or a country. There's, leaders, presidents, kings, they may feel themselves very powerful. Just like Muchukunda, he said, I feel very powerful that I can conquer my enemies in all 10 directions. But then I come and bow to the feet of my queen. So what is my power? I may have some power, a certain type of power, but this power, just like one time Srila Prabhupada was coming from a program, and in this program he had spoken about the power of detachment and renunciation. So when they were coming back to where he was staying, it was an outside program, the devotees were saying, glorifying Prabhupada, you're so powerful. You are not attached to anyone. And because Prabhupada gave the example, he said he could sit in the midst of many beautiful women, but he would not be affected. So devotees were glorifying him. And then when he got out of the car, he said, actually, it's not that I am free from desire. I simply keep myself engaged in devotional service. It's humility. But in our case, that's our reality. If we can keep ourselves engaged 24 hours a day in devotional service, kirtaniya sadahari, then we can avoid material desire. But to keep ourselves engaged, then we have to follow the formula, which Srila Prabhupada states here in his purport, Trinadapi Sunichana Torori Vahasya Hishnuna, that we have to follow this, and Amanina Manidena, such an important verse. I think I probably quote it in almost every lecture I ever give, because it is the threshold of bhakti. Without these qualities, your bhakti will only depend on the mercy that you get from Shri Guru and the Vaishnavas. And as soon as they are not directly present, you will immediately fall back into material consciousness, the modes of nature, Therefore, Bhaktivinoda Thakur said that a neophyte devotee is not really a Vaishnava, but they are a Vaishnava by the mercy of superior Vaishnava. And of course, in any point of our spiritual journey, spiritual advancement, our spiritual well-being or our spiritual position depends on the mercy of the Vaishnavas. But when one becomes a Madhyamadikari or an Uttamadikari, then Krishna appreciates and gives us strength based on our own bhakti, our own level of bhakti. Well, Bhakti Devi is very powerful. So Lord Shiva said, you have so many qualities, but he has more. Otherwise he's saying he could have counteracted you, but he didn't appreciate who he is. No. And in that particular previous verse, verse 27, I believe that's where Lord Shiva says, why? Because he is Mahatma. I believe it's in that verse. Mahatmyam Britya Brityanam. The greatness of the servants of the servants. Not just servants of Krishna, but servants of servants. So powerful. The more you are sheltered by parampara, the more superior Vaishnavas you have above you, the more power you have. But as Srila Prabhupada says here in the purport, a devotee is not interested in exhibiting power. A devotee wants to glorify the power of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So this is the position of a Vaishnava. So Lord Shiva, in many of these verses, from 27 to the 35 and the 30, I think 34 was the last verse he spoke. 34 and 35. And he said again and again, devotees are free from attachment and envy. Devotees have so many wonderful qualities, and therefore, otherwise he's warning his wife, be careful with the Vaishnavas. Just like we have so many warnings, especially in Chaitanya Bhagavat, through the Bhagavatam, so many stories of offenses, Shabadi Muni, Chapala Gopal, so many offenses, Daksha, and these are all curses and counter curses. In the story of Daksha, Sati decided she could have, Srila Prabhupada mentions, and the Bhagavatam mentions, she could have countered the curse. She could have countered the offense of Daksha. But she decided not to do. Why? Because he was the same as here. In this case, mother and superior. In the case of Sati, the father and superior. In the case of Prithu Maharaj, Lord Brahma said to him, don't kill Indra. He deserves it. He should be. If you want to put it on the scale of justice, he should be killed. But because he's the leader of the demigods, this would create a problem in the universal order. Therefore, you shouldn't do it. You can do it if you want to, but you shouldn't do it because, and he respected the universal order. So here, Sati respected the order. This is Vedic. What to speak of Vaishnava is simply Vedic. Beyond Vedic is Vaishnava. But the Vedic principle is you always respect a superior. Even, just like we have the example of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He respected Ramachandra Puri as his superior. Even though he was criticizing him, he was blaspheming him, he was defaming him. Even with Jagadananda, when this was like one of Ramachandra Puri's favorite pastimes. He would invite a Vaishnava like he did with Jagadananda and feed him and say, take more. take more, eat more. And Jagadananda is very enthusiastic. And then afterwards he said, when he left, he said, just see these Vaishnavas, they eat so much. They overeat. So, therefore Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he was in the house of Advaita, after taking sannyas, Advaita had all these preparations, hundreds of preparations. And he kept giving him more. He said, I'm a sannyasi. I'm not supposed to eat this. Just give me a little bit. And Advaita said, I'm only giving you half. Only half a cup. But every time he would take some, he would fill it up again. So he always had one half. And he had one half of 100 preparations. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, I'm a sannyasi. And Advaita said, don't try to fool me. In Jagannath Puri, you are taking 54 times a day. So just be quiet, just accept my offering. And later, Advaita came to Jagannath Puri, and he came with his wife. He didn't always come with his wife. This time he came with his wife. And so he invited Lord Chaitanya to take lunch. And then, of course, Lord Chaitanya wanted all the sannyasis to come. He said, I will come if all the sannyasis come. And Advaita was in anxiety. He thought, if all the sannyasis come, then Lord Chaitanya will just take a little rice and a little dal. So therefore he prayed. Advaita prayed to Indra, please help me. And all of a sudden, when all of the sannyasis started coming out of their houses, there was a big storm, hail and rain and cold wind, and this is in the middle of this is the beginning of the rainy season, very hot, but all of a sudden cold wind, hail, they couldn't leave their houses, their residence. But only Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, there was sunshine. And he came and he saw all these preparations, because Advaita wanted to feed him so many preparations. So Lord Chaitanya very jokingly said, so Advaita, I hear that lately you've been worshiping Lord Indra. Like, we're supposed to worship Krishna. Why are you worshiping Indra? And Advaita smiled and you can't fool Lord Chaitanya. So anyway, the point is that a devotee, naturally, by their Vaishnava qualities, they're not interested, just like Chitraketu. He told Parvati, no, I'm not going to counter your curse, or I'm not going to feel bad about it, because I'm not interested in happiness and distress. If happiness comes, I will accept it. If distress comes, I will accept it, because I know that everything is the mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Just like our famous verse, Srila Prabhupada quoted dozens and dozens of times. Tate nukampam susamikshamana bunjana. That a devotee very willingly accepts the mercy of the Lord in whatever form it comes. Whatever form. When we're neophytes, we like a certain type of mercy. But a surrendered devotee, anukulyasya sankalpam patikulyasya varjanam, the first two principles of surrender. A devotee, whatever is favorable to Krishna's service, a devotee accepts it, even if he doesn't like it. Just like, getting up at 3 or 4 in the morning, we may not like it. We may be tired. Maybe we had a program until 11 o'clock, and then, 3:30, not very comfortable. But because Krishna wants it, because Srila Prabhupada insisted we should go, we should be there for Mangal Aarti. Prabhupada actually said that mostly because he really emphasized it in the beginning, because devotees weren't getting up. So Prabhupada said, at least, used Mangal Aarti as the means for devotees to get up and chant the Mahamantra. And of course, what to speak of getting the darshan of the Lord. The Lord gets up that early. Why shouldn't we? And Lord doesn't even sleep. He's busy with the gopis at night and with the cowherd boys in the daytime and Mother Yashoda. No, he never sleeps. And when he sleeps, it's only to give pleasure to Mother Yashoda. No. He comes back from his nighttime pastimes around Mangal Aarti time. He's passing through the temple. And then he goes home and he's sleeping and Mother Yashoda comes in. Oh, so nice. He got a nice rest. No. He only had 1 hour, maybe half an hour. No. But she thinks, oh, he's so rested. But of course, he doesn't require to sleep like us. No. But then Srila Prabhupada said, but as much as you can naturally sleep less. Naturally means not that you deprive yourself of sleep. No. Srila Prabhupada, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, the 6 Goswamis of Vrindavan, we see Madhavendra Puri. When Madhavendra Puri, when he came to Govardhan and he met Krishna as a cowherd boy giving him milk, no, he hadn't eaten or slept basically for 3 days. And then he sat down to meditate on Krishna. He wasn't planning on sleeping, and he just dozed off a little bit. And then Krishna appeared in his dream. The only reason he slept was because Krishna made him sleep so that he could reveal that I was that person that gave you the milk, and the reason I did it is because I want you to do some service. And so a devotee always sees like that. Whatever's happening, if I'm distressed, if I'm getting material happiness or distress, whatever it is, it must be Krishna. Just like the Jai and Vijay, they accepted the curse. Why did they accept it? Because they understood that the Lord wants us, he has some reason, he wants us to be demons. So let us be demons, if that's what the Lord wants. This cursing and counter-cursing goes on. Parikshit Maharaj, he had the opportunity to curse. I've mentioned this earlier in this chapter, but he didn't do it. Nasya yat patikurvanti. He did not counter-curse, because although tad bhakta prabhavo he, although a devotee has that much power, but he didn't do it. A devotee is so tolerant that vipalabdha, that a devotee can be cursed, a devotee can be maligned, kshapta shipta hatapi, a devotee can be defamed, a devotee can be acted against, a devotee can be killed, and they still don't take any offense. This is the power of devotional service. And they just want to accept Krishna's mercy. And how can we come to this point? The Bhagavatam says, Atma Kritam Vipakam, because we understand that this anything that the Lord may be making me experience is because of something I did in the past. Or if a devotee is very, very great, very powerful, very great, then it may be because a devotee immediately realizes it's something I did in the past. Or it may be because this devotee is so powerful that Krishna will put him into an extreme, difficult situation like Srila Prabhupada to teach others that how we should conduct ourselves in these situations. A difficult situation, Srila Prabhupada gave us the example. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur gave the example. King Rantidev gave the example. How in any apparently adverse, because for a devotee there is no adverse situation. There is no negative situation. There is only Krishna's mercy. That's all. The only thing that exists for a devotee. And And so that in the beginning, we just understand, that there's a basic premise. And this is the most difficult thing for many people to understand, especially if they feel victimized. Somebody did something to me, and because they did that to me, I lost my job, I lost my money, I lost my service, I was violently acted upon. It's natural. We're going to see ourselves as victims. And we are victims. But what are we victims of? My own, something that I did in the past, and somebody else has come to teach me that. That's so difficult, especially if whatever happens to you is very traumatic. It's very difficult to think philosophically that, it's because of something in the past. No. As I've mentioned many times, a Brahmin thinks like that. A Brahmin thinks that this is something that happened in the past. But a Kshatriya thinks, no, there must be immediate justice. This person acted wrongly. The Kshatriya doesn't think, I'm not going to punish him because he's just an instrument of the other person's karma. That is philosophically correct. But a Kshatriya cannot think like that. Kshatriya thinks, you hurt this person, you will be punished. But then the devotee goes beyond that. A devotee wants to make their Krishna consciousness very strong. So a devotee, Hridbhag Bapabir Vididhan Namaste, with their heartfelt feelings, with their words, and with their activities, they surrender and worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And then Jivetta yo mukti pade sabdayava. When Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya became a devotee, when he heard that verse, he changed it. He said, not mukti padi, bhakti padi. But Lord Chaitanya corrected him. You cannot change the Bhagavatam. No. Just like sometimes I hear in the Shringa prayers, the devotees say Narasingha, but the song written by the author is Nrisingha. So we should not change it. No. We should accept this superior Vaishnava, superior to me, has composed this beautiful prayer to Lord Nrsimhadev. Let me chant it like he chanted it. Don't let me chant it like I want to chant it, because I like to say Narasingha. That's also valid, but not in that song. Yeah, you make up your own song. Well, better you don't, but better you follow the superior Vaishnava. No. We have to do this. But there was another reason why Lord Chaitanya said Mukti Padi. Because Mukti Padi means that he's not surrendering to liberation, he's surrendering to the giver of liberation, Mukunda. No. He's not looking for liberation. He's looking for the shelter of liberation. Who does liberation take shelter of? Sarvatmanam yat sharanam sharanyam. I want to take shelter of the shelter of everybody. No. I don't want to take shelter. Chitaspadam Shiva Varninchi Nutam Sharanyam. In the Bhagavatam, it says that I take shelter of that person who gives shelter to Brahma and Shiva. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Sri Krishna. He's my shelter. Because he gives shelter to everyone else. Just like Narada Muni in the Bhagavatam, he prays to Lord Brahma. It seems like you're indicating that there's someone more powerful than you. You're the creator of the universe, but by your words, it seems like you're indicating something else. Or like the Yamadutas, they came to Yamaraj. These people, they counteracted your power. Is there someone beyond you? You are our master. You tell it when somebody does something sinful, like this rascal, Ajamil. No. We punish him. That's our duty. But who were these effulgent beings who came and stopped your will? And then Yamaraj preached to them, my dear servants, you must understand that myself and the other 11 Mahajans, we are servants of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Just like the Digvijay Pandit, when he presented his beautiful composition to Lord Chaitanya defeated him. He said, he went to Saraswati and said, what happened? You gave me a blessing that no one can defeat me. So how is this young, not only someone defeated me, but a young boy? You know, how did this happen? Why have you forsaken me? And he said, she said, what can I do? He is my Lord, and he is your Lord. I had no choice. What can I do? So, Mukti Pade, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Because Mukti, Sanatana Goswami, very beautiful realization that he expresses in the Brihat Bhagavatamrita. He says, Jayati Jayati Krishna Prema Bhaktir Yarangrim. He says that all glories to Bhakti Devi, who is totally surrendered to the lotus feet of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Otherwise, if we surrender to the lotus feet of Krishna, Bhakti Devi will favor us. Nikila Nigama Tattvam Guhyam. That Bhakti Devi is so powerful that all of the Vedas confidentially reveal her great power. And therefore, Agaya Mukti, Mukti Devi, understanding this point, Bhajati Sharana Kama, she wants to surrender to Bhakti Devi. She's realized this. Why? And why especially now does she want to surrender? Because Vaishnava is Tyajamana. Because the Vaishnavas have abandoned her. They don't care about mukti. Previously, japa, the brahmacharis, they chant japa, they chant mantras, and they get mukti. And the grihastas, yajana, they do yagyas and sacrifices, and they get mukti. And tapasya, the vanaprasthas, they do austerities, they get mukti. And nyasa, the sannyasis, through renunciation, they get mukti. But nishtim bihaya, she has given up this standard practice, and now she has taken shelter of Bhakti Devi because she wants to have the mercy of the Vaishnavas. She's understood that I can no longer, in this age of Kali, because of the mercy of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, I can't give these things. I have to find a new shelter. Previously, my shelter was giving liberation to all these great souls, and they would bless me. But now, because the Vaishnavas would follow these processes, but now the Vaishnavas are surrendered to Bhakti, exclusively to Bhakti. They're not doing all these externals. So now I have to take shelter of the Vaishnavas through Bhakti Devi. And so this is very interesting. So Mukti Pade, we take shelter of the giver of liberation. Because we know what does liberation mean for a Vaishnava. It means we're serving Bhakti Devi, who is the shelter of Mukti Devi, and we're begging Mukti Devi, give them liberation from their attachment to the senses and to the mind and to the intelligence and to this material energy and to sense gratification and even to liberation itself. Please help them. You are the potency of the Lord, and now you're a follower of Bhakti Devi. So help Bhakti Devi liberate them from all of these obstacles. And so This is how wonderfully the Chit Shakti flows through the devotees to reach every fallen conditioned soul. A Vaishnava, that is our purpose. And how do we do that? Well, the books of Srila Prabhupada, Sankirtan, Harinam Sankirtan, giving the holy name, giving the books of Srila Prabhupada, giving Krishna Prasadam. This is our duty, this is our life. There's nothing else to do. Oh, you may worship the deity, and why are we even worshiping the deity? So that people will come and surrender to the deity. They look so beautiful. Just like you go to an ordinary temple, not an ISKCON temple, no, even some Vaishnava temples, the deities are not so, not so beautiful. They don't have all these beautiful arrangements. They don't have, in some Vaishnava temples they do, in Vrindavan they do. And people know, it doesn't matter how they're dressed. In Vrindavan, people will go to the 7 main temples no matter what, and look for the mercy. But in general, you go to some temple and the deities are neglected, and they're all together. Parvati is together with Radha and Krishna, and probably Sai Baba is off to the side. So what can you expect? But we worship the deities first to please them, but pleasing them means that Krishna, one Bhaktivinoda Thakur says Krishna is Suvasa. He's the best dresser. So, but he doesn't dress himself. He wants us to dress him so that we can be benefited, and the pujari actually becomes also part of the Sankirtan movement, because he is dressing Krishna in such a way that Krishna will attract all of the fallen conditioned souls. And the cook is participating in the Sankirtan movement because he's cooking prasadam and mahaprasadam so that people will take that prasadam and mahaprasadam and take shelter of the lotus feet of Krishna. So this is the Sankirtan movement. Lord Chaitanya has empowered this Sankirtan movement in such a way that everyone will be benefited, everyone will have the opportunity to go back home, back to Godhead. There was one more point I was thinking about. Oh, yes. The last point that Srila Prabhupada makes, and I will conclude with this, he says, however, if an ignorant person has power, they will use it wrongly. And we see that now. Practically everywhere in the material world, everyone, they're using whatever power they have in the wrong way. Just like Srila Prabhupada said about America, he said, they are just a bunch of overeducated Shudras. If a Shudra is a real Shudra, they're happy, they get some food and some place to stay. Usually now they don't even get that because people are so greedy that they don't even take care of the Shudras. You're supposed to take care of the Shudras, then they'll be happy. You give them nice food, nice place to stay, they'll be happy and they'll work very hard. But no, everybody's so greedy that they don't even take nice care of the Shudras. Give them a little something, they're begging on the street, you give them a little something. And basically give them something so they won't scratch my car. So they won't do something, so they won't come and steal. Give them the very minimum, and make them fearful. So this is modern society, so cruel. But in America, you have these overeducated Shudras. They become proud, and they make some money, and they use it wrongly, and they create disturbances. So the Kali Yuga, everything is topsy-turvy, everything is backwards in Kali Yuga. So the only hope is the Sankirtan movement, that this world will survive. Srila Prabhupada said this several times. It is the Sankirtan movement that is saving society. Otherwise, everything would be destroyed. The Sankirtan movement. So we should be very grateful that we have the opportunity to participate directly in the Sankirtan movement. Not only, we're not just taking advantage of it. Lord Chaitanya has given us the mercy of distributing the Sankirtan movement. And he's ordered us to do so. So we should follow his indication and his orders. And then we will get very special mercy. So these are some points on this verse. I'll stop here. Any questions? Any comment? Yes, Hanuman Prabhu. Microphone.
Thank you, Maharaji. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much for your wonderful lecture. Maharaji, you have this point that, like you mentioned, that the devotee should be equal in happiness and distress. You should take it like this is the Krishna's arrangement. At the same time, if some devotee has been given a personal order by a spiritual master to do some service, and then how much he should endeavor, and thinking this is my endeavor limit, and this is the Krishna arrangement. Sometimes there is a question I am endeavoring, but there is some obstacle. Now should I over endeavor or should I just leave it Krishna's will? That is I want to request you to guide me kindly.
If the spiritual master gives an order, then to struggle to complete that order is not prayashaha. It's not over endeavor. It becomes over endeavor if one is thinking that I will produce the result. If one is not depending on Krishna. But if one continues to endeavor, we have so many examples of that. Srila Prabhupada, he continued to endeavor to fulfill the order of his spiritual master against all odds. He could have thought, well, here I am in Vrindavan, all the Brajbasis, because he's a Mahabhagavat, so he will naturally see the Brajbasis as his superiors. They're telling me not to go. Okay. Gurudev must have, maybe I didn't understand. Only at the very end, Prabhupada thought, because nobody was coming, because Mishra, Dr. Mishra had shut him out. Only at the very end, he was thinking, maybe I didn't understand. He didn't doubt the order. He thought, maybe I misunderstood it. Maybe I was supposed to preach in English in India or something. Maybe, I didn't understand. And then Krishna immediately indicated, Krishna sent the 3 first devotees. Here we are. Swami, are you a Swami from India? Yes. Because they saw his point. That Prabhupada said they saw his pointed shoes, and they'd seen these pointed shoes like in a Latin story or something. And so, he must be a Swami from India. And that was the beginning. So sometimes the devotee expresses, not that he doubts Krishna, but he's thinking, maybe I didn't understand. Maybe I'm misunderstanding. I'm just a fool, a fallen conditioned soul. Maybe I didn't understand. And then Krishna will indicate to the devotee. And if one thinks that the order of the spiritual master has become, I just can't do it, then one goes back to the spiritual master and says, please enlighten me. I haven't been able to, and then you'll get some. Of course, one can say, what if the spiritual master is not available? Well, then you go to whoever inspires you the most. Did I understand this order properly? So, if someone, it's not that you also become over endeavor and you never get it done, and you spend your whole life trying to do something that maybe you're just not ready to do. Prabhupada said one time out of humility, I wasted so much time, meaning family life and working, and he said, I know that, but I never forgot for one moment the order of my spiritual master. So Prabhupada showed us that you must fulfill the order of the spiritual master. Yasya prasadat bhagavat prasado yasya prasadan nagati kutopi. That's how we get Krishna's mercy.
Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Any other question? Yes. We need to get one of those little,
हरे
you
कृष्ण
know,
महाराज.
those helicopters that carry the microphone around, you know, the people. What do they call those things?
महाराज,
Yeah, those little drone to carry the microphone.
मेरा एक क्वेश्चन था, जैसे राजा चित्रकेतु जब उनका एक मतलब संतान हुई थी और वो मतलब मर गया था, उसके बाद में वो काफ़ी दुख में थे स्टार्टिंग में इसकी स्टोरी में. तो उसके बाद में दुख में थे और उनकी अटैचमेंट काफ़ी ज़्यादा थी उस बच्चे से. बाद में अब ये कंडीशन आ गई है कि उनको मंत्र मिला, उन्होंने जाप किया उसके बाद में, और अब उनके पास में उन्हें सब कुछ मिल गया और उन्हें श्राप भी मिला उसके बाद, और श्राप के बावजूद भी वो उस सब चीज़ से डिटैच हो सके. तो ये मतलब इतना बड़ा गैप बना एक आदमी की ज़िंदगी में, कैसे हुआ ये सब, और इसके बारे में थोड़ा सा मतलब क्या पॉइंट था जो उनके अंदर डेवलप हो गया आया.
Yes. Because in the beginning, Krishna used him to show the danger of harsha shoka, and that's why. And also, Chitraketu was such a great devotee. But sometimes devotees appear to be illusioned, just like Arjuna. Arjuna appeared to be an illusion. But he was, Yoga Maya used him through Krishna's potency to illustrate the danger of harsha shoka. So sometimes a devotee experiences that and then becomes purified by the association. Because Krishna wanted to show that you can never escape harsha shoka without the mercy of the Vaishnava. No matter how intelligent you are, no matter how powerful you are, you cannot escape it without the mercy of the Vaishnava. So, okay, one more question, yes, and then behind you. I was expecting this question.
Hare Krishna Maharaj. Maharaj, the situation that happens with me is I cannot think philosophically when the hard situations comes in life. Also, I do not have this victim kind of mentality that you were saying, that we should think that we are the victim of our bad karmas, but I blame other people that because of this person this is happening to me. So it's extremely hard for me to actually do this devotional service, because it feels like maybe I can't do it. So how to really appreciate this philosophy and accept it and actually execute it?
This is how we become Vaishnavas. Something that's very difficult, when we actually accomplish it, then we make advancement in spiritual life. If we surrender to our feelings of distress or anger or frustration because somebody did something against us, therefore Srila Prabhupada said, don't blame the instrument of your karma. So if we can see that whatever somebody does or however they do it, they're just an instrument of my destiny, then it becomes easier. This is the basis. And therefore, as I said in the Bhagavatam, it says to enforce that, to actually come to the realization, Hrit Bhag Vapobir Vidadan Namaste, then with all of your feelings and emotions, with all your words and with all your actions, dedicate them to Krishna, and then it will become easier to do. It's difficult for anybody. Somebody insults us, somebody does something against us. Natural immediate reaction is anger. Almost every devotee will become angry or frustrated. But then, that's why we're here in the Bhagavatam, so that we can understand how to process what is happening to us and how to make everything favorable for Krishna's service.
Maharaj, I'm sorry, but getting this mentality is extremely hard for me. Like thinking that is the mercy of Krishna, thinking that it is extremely good condition, that all the bad things happening to me are to purify me. Everything is happening in the favor of spiritual advancement. It's the mentality, developing that mentality that it is good for me and Krishna is a very good, he's Supreme Personality of Godhead, he's doing for my own goodness. It's extremely hard.
Yes, that which is difficult is simply our past coming, otherwise whatever obstacle keeps us from surrendering to Krishna more, that will be the most difficult thing to do. And that's why Krishna presents it to us. That is His mercy. He's presenting something that is difficult for us to achieve, to do. Whether it be, somebody acting against us, or just some service that we get that seems to be like, I don't have the ability, I don't have the qualification. Krishna is giving us the opportunity to make that advancement. And if we don't do it, it will come back in another way, again and again. And that's all Krishna's mercy. I want you to go beyond this. I want you to take the next step in your bhakti. Don't just become stagnant and think, well, I chant my round, I chant 16 rounds, I come to the program. They can become stagnated just by doing the same thing and not trying to go beyond. Therefore, Krishna will put things in our life that take us beyond the ordinary devotional activities. Because sometimes we make it routine, and then it becomes like automatic pilot. I go to do this, I do that, I go in front of the altar, I offer a prayer, and we get into a routine so that our mind can go somewhere else and think about something else. So Krishna makes fresh challenges, so we have to apply our mind. How will I offer this to Krishna? Okay, thank you all very much for your kind attention. Srila Prabhupada ki, Sri Sri Radha Parthasarthi, Sri Sri Sitaram Lakshman Hanuman, Sri Sri Gaurnitai ki jai, Anantakoti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai, Gaura Premanandi.